It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Chargers coming up next.
It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Chargers. And a welcome in, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
Two former division rivals in the old AFC West. The Seahawks and Chargers are underway. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. As Seattle's offense comes onto the field, we'll see a 10-year veteran under center. Guy who broke into the league as a starter back in 2013, Geno Smith.
I still remember back in 2013 when he was drafted out of West Virginia. He was coming off of back-to-back 4,000-yard seasons for the Mountaineers. Hadn't seen as much game time in recent years, but at one point, a capable starter in the NFL.
Smith going to go to the air first play. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. The Smith's throw caught here by Metcalf. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
Well, I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Charger offense makes its way out for the first time in this ball game, and leading the way, already a star in just his third season, it's Justin Herbert.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the second level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
Now Herbert. This is caught by Williams. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. Well, able to get the completion, but unfortunately not able to get the 3rd down conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that one. They knew where the first down marker was, and they decide whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the first down. Excellent tackling right there.
Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Smith. They set up the screen to Penny. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Smith over the middle. That's caught by Metcalf. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive 1st down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
Smith on 3rd down. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 28. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
They go back to the ground now with Penny. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Second and 6. Now they'll run it again with Penny. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Smith. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. And now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Penny, a first down carry. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. On 2nd and 9, Smith, he'll find Metcalf. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Now in his 4th year, you still have to marvel at the type of athlete that DK Metcalf is. Honestly, unfair to ask some corners to lock this guy down. And as we know, not many can. 75 catches, a career high, 12 touchdowns last season, and a first down with that catch there.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Smith. That completes it again to Metcalf. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Smith now to throw. He'll get this out wide to Penny. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. Penny. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Geno now to throw. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Way back at the 17 now after the loss. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Smith. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
So on 4th down, here's Jason Myers for the Seahawk field goal. From the left hash, this from 34. Myers' kick is good, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a 1st down. They started on the ground with Eckler. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Open man is Palmer. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
Herbert back to the air. Staying on his feet. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. They begin with a run by Penny. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Second and 5 now. Smith. Finding Lockett for the catch here on the out route. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On 1st and 10, Smith. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jerry Tillery running in there and setting him down. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Smith, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. From the end zone, Smith. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the 1st down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Here's Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Let's go now, let's go.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Give him another one right back to Allen. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Herbert. He'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the air again, Herbert. Caught by Allen. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Over the middle, complete. That's Palmer. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing. Yeah, go right now. Let's go. Let's go.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Forced out to his left. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Poona Ford, the one to get to him and drop him. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Back to throw here, Herbert. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room.
We've been together a few years, and you know that I really ride the wave of old momentum, don't I?
Yes, you do.
There is a heck of a difference between being down 6 and possibly being up 1. And right now, they've got that opportunity.
No doubt. That is a big-time score and a big-time swing in momentum. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point good by Hopkins, and they take the lead here at 7-6. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And in the end, it was Mike Williams who capped the drive with a touchdown reception. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded right around the 8. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The final shot here before break. Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, let's run through the next-gen stats for the Seahawks in that first half. And they did not do much at all in terms of throwing the football in those first 2 quarters. That's going to need to improve if they want to erase this deficit.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. A give, Eckler running to the right. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. It's Eckler again. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Eckler now between the tackles. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the 2nd half.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now it's Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Turn it up.
2nd and 2. Here's Herbert. Steps away to his left. And his throw is incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Herbert now. It's complete to Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
They'd been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Back to throw. Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Josh Palmer, 27 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. And when the quarterback drops and has a guy that wide open in the end zone, his eyes have to get just as big as grapefruits.
Oh, without a doubt. This is the easiest throw you're going to get, and you're going to get the benefit of a touchdown on top of it. Make that throw.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Josh Palmer. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. Smith on first down. This is the tight end Fant. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Here's second and a yard. Now it's Smith off the bootleg. He'll get this out wide to Penny. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. That's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Penny. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. And a nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. From the 36, Smith. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Chargers ready to take over. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Only needing 2 yards on second down. Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Herbert on first down now. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Oh, we're always talking about the athleticism we see from these guys on the field. How about the intelligence as well? He recognized that there was a screen pass on that one, broke off his pass rush, and got back to tackle the running back. That's great scouting and great reaction.
On second down, Eckler. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Penny.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
On 2nd and 9, Smith. He's got his big tight end, Fant.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 3rd and 2, Smith.
He's got his tight end, Fant. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
They brought in the heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
Now Gino on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Gino now to throw. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, Smith. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things, and they've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And his bid for the 1st down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down. Give them 11 on the gain there, and it's good enough for a Seattle 1st. From the red zone now, Smith. Throw left side complete. That's Goodwin. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Inside handoff, Penny, and he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Smith going to throw on 3rd and 1. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, you have to be aware defensively that you've got 2 goals because obviously you're trying to prevent the touchdown, but you're also trying to keep them from getting a 1st down as well. That time they weren't up to the task, and it's 1st and goal.
First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
The veteran Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now Smith. And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy.
Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. On third down, here's Eckler. And he's going to have a first down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. It's a third down gain of 10 to pick up the first. Eckler, they run left side. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. On the give, this is Eckler, and they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Here's J.K. Scott now, standing just about on his own goal line. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So all eyes on this Seahawks offense. Down 14-6, and time a huge factor. They need a touchdown and, of course, the 2-point conversion as well. Now Smith. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now it's Smith. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf, 64 yards. And the Seahawks have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth.
But they certainly aren't afraid to dial up the long ball, and fans dig the long ball. And they absolutely needed it, and guess what? They got it. How about that?
And now a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up. Smith now to throw. Being chased out left. And he's going to get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion successful, and we've got ourselves a tie football game. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Chargers getting set to go. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Herbert to throw. He's got Eckler. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Nice, well-coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
Now the Chargers hustling, trying to get up and get set. Herbert. That's caught, and it's Eckler again. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Let's ride, dog. What's the deal, y'all? Put a little pressure, baby. Let's go. Big dog. Let's do this, man. Nothing here. I feel you, dog. It's showtime, baby. Stay loose. Stay loose.
Now Herbert. He's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
A handoff, it's Eckler. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Herbert gives this one to Kelly. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
This is your thing, baby. Don't wait on nobody else to make it.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Eckler. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Now here's a timeout, as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. Fielded right around the 8. Well, this one probably was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won. and fun for us because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.